weekends back, I spent some time in Khayelitsha with a team from Heart FM. We were building a children's home called Boy Phumelele Children's Home. Take a look at this.
Hot 104.9 FM and the New Kids on the Block teamed up to do an extreme makeover at a children's home in Khayelitsha, and Expresso was there.
Here we're out here at the Phumelele Children's Home out in Khayelitsha, getting our hands dirty. Where are you?
We're about an hour into the project now, and we've got a whole bunch of people here that have arrived ready to do their shifts.
Hi, I'm Dino Moran, and I'm helping out in Khayelitsha at the Phumelele Children's Home.
It's absolutely manic. We call it organized chaos, so it's really a lot of fun.
We're really hoping for more people to come and volunteer their services. We're repairing the children's home. We've got the weekend.
It doesn't look like there's anything really organized that's carrying on, but everybody knows exactly what they're doing. We've got guys digging, building, painting, carrying things out, moving things around.
There's about 80 little ones that live here who have either been abandoned or orphaned.
We're getting the guys to do as much as possible in as little time as possible. And that's the exciting part about what we do.
This is my second time doing a children's home in Khayelitsha, and very, very rewarding. And yeah, just anywhere where you can get involved and you really feel like you're part of something meaningful, it's great. You arrive and put on your work kit and just get told what to do. It's fantastic.
So, just arrived and I've been told to put the primer on the window, which is just to make the paint stick to the wood. And this is my first time doing anything like this. So, getting the primer done, they've got gorgeous colours that they're going to paint this a bit later on. We're going to leave it for about an hour or two to dry, and then we're going to get some colour on here.
Liesl was one of 800 volunteers lending the New Kids on the Block organization a helping hand to establish loving homes for destitute children.
And this is our 18th project as an organization called New Kids on the Block. What we primarily do is we create awareness of orphans in our community. In South Africa, there's something like 3 million orphans. We want to create awareness of the fact that orphans are all around us, and we as the community should be doing something about that. We basically do about 6 weeks worth of work in 3 days, which is a feat in itself, just trying to coordinate 600 to 800 volunteers, a whole bunch of contractors doing all their work over and on top of and underneath each other. It's a lot of fun because everybody understands that we're all going to get in the way of each other.
There's just a lot of people feeling good about themselves for doing good for others at the moment. It's a nice feeling on site here today. It's a sign of the new South Africa. It's such a good feeling to see that everyone really cares for community. It's about time we got out of our shells as South Africans and started getting involved with others and helping others and sharing what we've got, skills, money, whatever it is. It's really nice, and there's a feeling of that on site. Everyone's just, in it for the right reasons.
Phumelele is a Xhosa word meaning progress, and by the second day, that was apparent. Lots of repair work was being done at an amazing pace, both indoors and outdoors.
Well, today it's actually manic. Today's Saturday, it's the second day of the makeover. We've got hundreds of volunteers doing every single thing, from masking to painting walls and skirtings. We've got guys painting cots for the children. We've got mattresses coming in. It's absolutely manic. It's just, it's actually awesome to see. It's organized chaos again.
The volunteers also gardened, laying grass, planting flowers and more in between the village-style houses where the orphans and caregivers live.
I've never seen such a big tree being transplanted in my whole life, and I think that's absolutely stunning that they can have some shade in their play area. Tomorrow there's going to be grass, and I'm excited for the kids. It's just so amazing. It's mind-blowing.
This tree was saved from being cut down. Like the children, Phumelele is its haven. Indoors repairs were also coming together quite nicely.
We've been here a couple of hours now and just painting this particular house at the moment. It's going very well. Almost done in the main rooms, but there's a lot more to do still.
All too soon, it was nearing the end of day 3, and the volunteers worked with great determination to finish the project on deadline.
Yeah, I want to see what this place looks like. I think it's going to be incredible, the change.
The beauty about helping others is that you actually help yourself. When you give, you oftentimes receive more than what you give. You feel better about yourself. You become more connected with society. You become more connected with yourself. You feel like you're doing something of value. And that's really, the real winner in the end is yourself. You win.
When they said they will do everything in 3 days, we just thought, oh, it won't be possible. A makeover for the whole place in 3 days. Oh, we thought it's impossible. We didn't expect this, and it was a mind-blowing because there were a lot of changes, and it was really a good thing. And it happened within 3 days. Thank you also to New Kids on the Block and to Heart 104. Thank you to everybody who participated on the program. These children, they are coming from really abuse backgrounds, ill-treated, they are abandoned, they are orphans. This kind of help will bring a bright future to these children and a hope.
As Martin Luther King Jr. said, everybody could be great because everybody can serve. Congratulations and well done to all the volunteers. Now, I've always been a firm believer in the notion that to whom much is given, much is expected. And we celebrated Madiba's birthday last month with South Africans giving 67 minutes of their time to help those in need. And I must say that with a shocking statistic that we've just heard of 3 million orphans in South Africa, there's definitely cause for action. Now, I'm joined by two stunning guests with me this morning, Saskia Falcon from Heart 104.9 FM, and as well as singer Yolanda Yawa. Welcome to both of you.
Morning.
Now, I'm very, it's very nice to be talking to you about this because, it's so good to see that people are extending their 67 minutes of giving, which Heart 104 is doing with numerous projects. But tell me about the one that you have just ended off.
Well, we just completed one at the Baphumelele Children's Home, and basically the Baphumelele Children's Home takes care of orphans and kids in the community, whose parents maybe can't afford to take them to daycare. They also have a daycare program that they run, and I'm talking about literally hundreds and hundreds of children that Mama Rosie takes care of. So the building itself was in need of repair, and what we do is, because we run a lot of campaigns under Show Your Heart, which is what we do specifically aimed at children as a radio station, but then we partner up with partners specific to a need, and in this particular case we teamed up with New Kids on the Block, who specifically does this kind of thing. They go into children's homes, they do a makeover, and it really is just fantastic, because you know what it's like when you go home. You want your home to be your oasis, a place of rest, a place where you can rejuvenate. And sometimes these kids, even though they have that, it's not really catering to all of their needs. So that's basically what New Kids on the Block does. And in this particular one, we went in and, we got together, we told our listeners about it, we told our friends about it, and everybody came, and it was amazing. We ended up raising, I think, 1.6 million rands worth of goods and services for this particular makeover.
That is fantastic, and it's so cool to see that you're pulling your friends into it as well. Yolanda, tell me about your involvement.
Well, mine was really a small part. I was part of the volunteer team, so we just had to give our time there and, help out with the work and the cleaning up, and so it was getting down and dirty.
Literally.
Literally. All for a good cause.
But you say, a small part, but indeed it is those small little parts that come together and make the bigger whole that makes a difference.
I think a lot of people want to do something, but we look at the problem and we look at this problem as so big, and it's a mountain, and how are we as one individual going to make a difference? So it's through initiatives like this that we can harness the power of the individual, and when everybody comes together, I think we had over 600 volunteers that came on this particular project, and people don't only have to give of their time, but of course your time is probably the most precious thing that you can donate. People could donate whatever they could manage, whether it was services, goods, clothes, paint, whatever.
And tell me, how can people get involved then?
Well, I know for this particular one, you can still donate, but they can also just take a listen to our radio station, because we constantly have, and I've lost the SMS line.
It's fine. We'll put those details on our
Fantastic.
website, and then we'll have people just...
so then it's just an SMS that they can send that will donate directly to New Kids on the Block.
Yeah. Well, I think fantastic work, and congratulations for giving your heart, or showing your heart, as you guys call it on Heart 104.9 FM. Well, that's what they're doing, and I think that if you want to get involved as well, we'll put those details on our Facebook page, also on our website, expressoshow.com. Well, today we're talking